Katie, so close yet so far in the weekend. Do you feel like that's kind of in the story of your season so far?
Yeah, I guess it has. But in saying that, the girls have been fighting so hard every week, and I think these small little setbacks or little failures are setting us up for the future, really. We're learning from every experience. Our girls are growing each game, and we're really developing across the game plan and individually, which I think is really important for us. So we'll continue to build, and like I said, we learn from every little setback.
2 games in now for Izzy and Brooke. It must be nice lining up alongside them up forward.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually just thinking about that. The big ins that we've had over the last couple of weeks has just been massive for us, not only with the game style and the way that we play, having that representation up forward, but just for our group. I think we can all agree that we've all gone to another level in terms of how excited we are to all be out there playing together, and there's always a lot of team love with the Bulldogs. And yeah, it's just been amazing to see both of them back out there. Obviously, Brookie had a really severe injury with that broken leg, and it's just been phenomenal the way that she's bounced back. She's barely missed a beat, and it's just incredible, and a real credit to her character and also her work rate to get back. And then the big story, Isabel Huntington, she's an absolute star, and she is definitely one of the hardest workers in the room, and she's just, I guess her attention to detail has been the biggest thing that I've noticed on her little journey back to make sure that everything that's happened with her or ACL hopefully won't happen again.
Some people, some coaches and people around the league have said it's an ordinary time to be ordinary with the 2 more Victorian teams coming in next year. The kind of thing at this stage of the year, towards the end, you're kind of getting a bit worried some players might leave. Are you pulling some people aside to try and keep them on board?
It's certainly, we haven't really thought about that, to be honest. It's just been trying to really execute our game plan and really play some Bulldogs football to finish off the year. I think, at this time of year, you just want to see some results, and for us, our ultimate aim certainly wasn't we never really spoke of winning the premiership again, or, that wasn't the highest height, but we are certainly developing along the way, and I think that the more fun you have and the more the girls start to see some team footy being put out in the park and some results coming in our development, I think, you get more buy-in and more girls want to be surrounded by each other, and we've got, incredible change rooms here at the Bulldogs. We've had a lot of investment in our program and our people, so certainly not something that we're worried about at this stage.
And yourself personally, it's your first full season of AFLW. How have you found it coming into round 7?
Yeah, it's been a really good season just to be able to build back in. I feel like I haven't played any football in the last 2 or 3 years, and it's just been trying to get some continuity into my training and also, being out in the park with the group. So yeah, I think my biggest aim was to get through Touchwood all 7 games and to be able to play a full VFL season and continue to build, but also, get the love of footy back and really enjoy being out there with our group, which I certainly have done.
Coming in this weekend, you guys are definitely out of finals contention now. Does your approach to it change in training up for the week or coming in on Saturday? Do you feel like you've got some weight lifted or anything like that?
Yeah, there is a little bit of a feeling of, the weight being lifted off your shoulders, and I think it's pretty different to the position that Bree would be in right now, where you're gunning for a final spot and every moment counts. But we still sort of think of it that every moment does count, and that it's something that we're really trying to focus on, is those small little moments, and it kind of pulls you back from having to win the game or having to get into the finals. It's more about just really executing and doing our best in those little moments. So for us, as I mentioned, it's all about getting the momentum for next year, and I think if you finish really proud, it's something that will really, lay a foundation of future success.
Bree, Katie set you up perfectly. I thought
I was the only one.
Everything on the line this weekend. How's the team looking at the match?
Yeah, look, I think like every week we're just going to take it on the way we have previously. It's just focusing on the little things and getting through training firstly, and then gearing up to get hopefully a win on the weekend against this mob. So look, a bit of a different feeling probably amongst our group than the Bulldogs. We've obviously got a final spot to play for, and with that, obviously sometimes could bring a little bit of pressure for the girls. But again, if we approach it like we do every week and we don't overthink things and we go out and we play footy and what we've been practicing, then I think things, sort of usually fall into place.
From the outside, your third quarter especially, the team's third quarter, has really showed how much belief I think has grown in the group. Is that accurate?
Yeah, definitely. I think, from the very start of the season, we've just wanted to keep building every week. And I think early doors, we sort of struggled at times to put 4 quarters of footy together. And I think going off the weekend just past against Brisbane, I think we were really able to do that, put 4 quarters together. And when you do those things, you can really find that you sort of can take control of a game and sort of run over teams. So we were stoked to have that happen the last weekend, that's just passed. And again, we'll obviously be hoping to sort of build on that again this week. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
With that momentum building, do you feel like you guys might be dark horses coming into the finals?
Yeah, a little bit. I think, like I said, the start to our season was a little bit slow, probably a bit slower than we would have liked. But again, Half sort of brought the girls in and said, girls, let's just keep building every week. Let's make sure we get better. And we believe we've been doing that. And again, hopefully that puts us in good stead and for this weekend and going forward.
You missed out on the Pride game last year with your knee. What does this game mean to you personally?
Yeah, look, it's massive. I think for all of the girls, we're just super pumped. It's something that, touches all of us, whether we're in the LGBTQI community ourselves or we know people that are within it. So, massive game, and I think it just shows the importance of being able to feel safe in your own skin and be who you are. So, yeah, we're pumped.
Having got a few wins now, do you feel like you're now reaching what you were expected to be, or are you overachieving as to where you expect to be this time of the year?
Look, I don't think we've really set, any limit. I think, again, it sounds quite cliche, but we sort of wanted to just go in each week and focus on what was ahead. So for us, obviously, we're happy to be the position we're in at the moment, but we can't sort of, slack off now, of course. We need to keep pushing forward and like I've sort of mentioned, we're sort of fighting for a final spot. So if we can get all the way there, that's what we want.
And yourself, Katie, what does the Pride game mean to you?
Yeah, it's massive. I think Bree touched on it, that there's many people involved within the community, and I think the biggest thing for both of us, I think I can speak on behalf of both of us, is how proud we are that our clubs are pioneering this incredible initiative. And it was a fantastic game last year. We were both on the sidelines for that game, and I think it was one of the games that I'll really remember for the rest of my life. We had Brookie Lachlan stepping up and kicking 7 goals that day, and just a really incredible community feel. So we're incredibly proud to represent clubs that are 100% behind this, and really can't wait for the game ahead.
Susanna from Chicks Talking Footy, Katie and Bree. Do you think that a game such as this, the Pride game, makes a difference to the LGBTI plus community?
Yeah, certainly. I think, football, or AFL in general, is just a snapshot of community, and it's a massive presence. And if we can start, telling stories and really backing causes, not a cause rather, it's more of a great initiative such as this, then we continue to break down barriers and send messages that this is important, it must be told. And so for our 2 clubs to be telling that story, and then individually to be sort of telling your own stories is really important. And I'm super proud to be a part of it.
As you said, has been said, neither of you led the team out. So will it make a individual strength to you to run out on the ground this time with your team?
Yeah, I think for both of us, I probably could speak on Katie's behalf too. Like, it's, you always want to be playing, but especially with a great initiative like Katie mentioned, like this one, and one, we're both pretty large in and really want to support as well. I think we're just excited to get out there, I'd say, and be part of it. And I think that sport is a great vehicle to create change and to create awareness, and so I think this is an awesome round, and hopefully it's one that exists for a long time.
Bree, quick one on you, again, back in footy stuff. Half mentioned at the start of the year coming back from the knee, they kind of had to manage you with your fitness, getting back into it. Do you feel like you're getting better week on week, and is it kind of annoying you're getting to the end of the season now?
Look, it's it's sort of typical of an ACL injury. When you come back in, you sort of ease your way back in, and initially I was frustrated with that because I wanted to be able to just go out firing and be able to do exactly everything I did previously, and initially sort of started in that forward line role and then built my way back in, and now playing through the midfield. So definitely I feel like I've been building each week, and getting that fitness isn't one of those massive things. Obviously you're not running for a fairly long time throughout an ACL rehab, so to get that fitness back takes a little while. So and match fitness, as we know, is another thing on top of that. So definitely feel like I've built sort of each week, and hopefully we'll continue. I know we've got one round left, but we'll continue to build that, and then we'll see obviously what the finals hold as well.
We can see you both wearing your Pride jumpers. Can you tell us a bit about the artwork and who was involved in it?
So ours was a social media competition. So we put it out into the media about getting some artists to put in their profile, and went through a bit of a series to pick the artist. We obviously picked this amazing artist who created this jumper. The artist is Alex Bajada, and it's obviously, as you can see, it's really cool, and we're really excited to be able to play in it.
Ours was designed by our amazing graphic design team here at the Bulldogs, and just really proud that it obviously has all the rainbow colours on it, but also represents our club and is still sort of our jersey. So well done to our graphic design team, and I know that speaking on behalf of the girls, that they'll all be very excited to run out. I just sent, I don't know if I was meant to do this, Em, but I sent the girls in our group messenger a photo, and there was some really great reviews from this. So really excited.